How to start a sales meeting. Today I'm going to share with you 6 ideas to keep everyone engaged. You're going to absolutely love them. And then at the end of our time together, I'm going to share a 7th idea. It's the key to success, and that is something that is going to really make all the difference for you in your career as a sales manager. Let's jump right into the content. Today's Inside BS show is all about starting your sales meeting, and I want you to start your sales meeting by holding a competition. Now, this can be like an Easter egg hunt or a scavenger hunt in the room or something like that, but I want you to get people up and get them moving. It can be a conference-long competition, or it can be a focused 5, 10, 15-minute competition. The idea to start the sales meeting with some sort of a competition is a good one for 2 reasons. Number one, you want people to be moving around. You want them to be interested and engaged right from the very beginning. So I used to start my presentations, believe it or not, with Simon Says. We would play a game of Simon Says because it would get people up and moving. A lot of people liked it. Some people hated it. People hating it is fine as long as they participate. So a competition at the beginning is good. That's the first thing. It keeps people moving. The second reason a competition is good is because your salespeople are competitive by nature. If you're hiring the right salespeople, they are hugely competitive people. So getting them to be engaged and compete is a fantastic way to start a meeting. The second thing you should do is have a participant presentation right at the outset of your time together. So right at the beginning, have someone from the crowd come up and do some sort of presentation. It can be prepared. They can do it where they prepare it in advance and it's a 15-minute presentation with slides or visuals, PowerPoint, whatever. Or it can be impromptu, off the cuff. Doesn't matter. Involving the participants right at the beginning of the meeting is critical because then everybody in the room knows they could be called on, their opinions are valuable, you value them as people and as members of your team. The third thing you can do to start a meeting is a peer interview. Bring someone up from the crowd and introduce them to the audience, and then bring someone else up from the crowd and have one person interview the other, and have that person then switch, have their roles reversed. Now, you probably want to prepare this in advance. You want to work with both people and give them good questions to extract the most value from them. They're interviewing one another about how they work, about what they've accomplished, about their best practices. They're interviewing one another about their challenges, and then each can turn to the crowd and ask the crowd to help with the challenges that they're facing. Getting peers to interview each other is a fantastic way to start a meeting because, once again, it shows how valuable everyone is, and it shows how important it is for you to connect with people in the audience and how important they are to you. The fourth thing you can do to start a sales meeting is to do a case study. This is where you bring somebody up from the audience and you interview them. You're getting them to share their secrets to success. This is really important, really valuable. Why? Because it highlights, again, the power, the awesome power of highlighting someone in the audience, someone on the team, and the success they're achieving. These meetings are not about you as a sales manager. They're not even about your clients. These meetings are about the team members. That's the important thing. They're the stars of the show. So you want to highlight the people in the room as much as you can. Bringing someone up and having them do a case study is phenomenal. The fifth way to start a sales meeting is with a scavenger hunt. Now, what's a scavenger hunt? Well, this is best if your meeting is at a neutral site. If your meeting is at a hotel or a conference center or a restaurant, you can make a list of 20 things that everybody needs to get, and they have 15 minutes to collect these things from around the restaurant, like straws that go in a drink or cocktail napkins, or have people go out and get a baseball cap from their car or something. Scavenger hunts are great when people come back from a break, because they come back from the break and they're all fired up, and you want to keep that momentum going, and the scavenger hunt does that. The scavenger hunt is also great right before people go on a break or before the end of like day one of a 2-day conference, having them do the scavenger hunt. Now, here's something that you might want to consider incorporating. If you want to really fire people up, when you're starting the meeting, whether it's after a break or if it's the beginning of day 2, you can give them a list of things for the scavenger hunt, but make it about people in the room. So identify the person who graduated number 15 in their class from Harvard. Find the person in the room who is originally from Georgia. So the scavenger hunt, making it about people in the room is great because it forces them to interact, it gets them up and moving, and it's a really great way to start a meeting. The 6th thing is something I love to do, and it's called Lucky Bucks, and here's how it works. You bring somebody up to the front of the room, you have to have some cash with you, and you can do this with $10 bills, you can do it with $5 bills, I've even seen it done with $100 bills. You give them 10 of the bills, so 10 $10 bills, they've got $100 in their hand. And then you ask that person a question about a product from your company or about company history or about one of his or her clients, and they have to answer the question correctly. If they answer the question wrong, you take the bill away from them. You take the bill away from them. And you do this until you're out of money. So if they get half of them right, they get 5 of the 10 bills, they get $50 if they're $10 bills, and they sit down. You bring the next person up, and there's 5 $10 bills there. You ask them 5 questions. I love to play this game because it's a great way to reinforce either product knowledge or company knowledge or client knowledge, whatever's important to you. And salespeople love money. They get fired up about money. So if you can get $200-$300, you can play this game for a half hour. Everybody in the audience will be thrilled. They'll be cheering people on. 5 or 6 people will win money. It's a great thing. It's really fun. It's a really, really fun game. It's called Lucky Bucks. All right, we're up to the point in our show today where I share with you the secret to success. Before I do that, I want to offer you a free gift. Look, you're a sales manager. I want to make things easier for you by giving you a sales process that's already written out. It's easy to follow, and it works like magic. I use it with all my clients. It's called my Revenue Roadmap. Go to this website, revenueroadmapguide.com, revenueroadmapguide.com. When you go there, you'll be able to enter your contact information, and you'll immediately get access to, it's instant access to the Revenue Roadmap Guide. At the back of the Revenue Roadmap Guide is a questionnaire. If you fill that out, you can customize this guide to your sales team, to your sales process, to your product, to your service. It's fantastic. It'll make your life a lot easier. Please accept my free gift. Go to revenueroadmapguide.com. Okay, here's your key to success. In a sales meeting and as a sales manager, treat your sales team as if they were clients. When they're in this meeting, you're there to serve them. You're there to give them the best possible information. The whole meeting should center around them, their struggles and their successes. Highlight all of those. Focus on solving their problems. And then treat them as if they're clients. Don't treat them like they work with you. Don't treat them like they're your slaves. Don't treat them like they're your subordinates. Treat them like peers. Treat them like guests. Treat them like clients. And they will come away from this meeting absolutely thrilled. They'll be fired up to go back to work, and they'll fight just as hard, if not harder, than they ever have. That's the key to success. I'm Dave Lorenzo. This is the Inside BS Show. Be sure and join me again for our another show right back here tomorrow or whenever you want. In fact, there's a video filling in right below me right now. Just click on that video right now. I'll see you in the next video. Come on, click on it. You know you want to. Do it. Just click right there. Right there. Go ahead.